There exist 5 games for the Hyperscan. More were planned, but were not made. There is Spiderman, Marvelleros, X-Men, Benton, and... So, I think 2 of these are fighting games. Ul and X-Men are fighting games. And then Benton, Marvel Heroes, and Spiderman are some kind of platforming games, ? And the thing that makes this the Hyperscan... I cannot fit this entire binder. I've got binders full of women and other characters. God, that is such an ancient... Nobody will even know that reference anymore. No one will even know that reference. Anyway, they come with these cards. This is a character card for Wolverine, for example. This is a X-Men character card for Wolverine. Presumably Marvel Heroes would also have Wolverine, right? And period. You scan the cards using this horrible device, and that's part of playing the games, because it's a very stupid game system. So, which do we want to play? Which game would be the most dreadfully exciting to play on the Hyperscan? Well, since nobody knows about any of these, I think I'm going to start with X-Men. I think I have the most X-Men cards. Let me do a very quick show of the console. So, yeah, it's a game console. It takes CDs. That's the CD tray, and it has this interesting sort of folding design, like you open it out. It's kind of a stupid design for a game system. You would really want this part that scans the cards to just detach and be attached by a wire, so that the actual like game console part could be, sitting by the TV and this part be sitting in your lap. I don't know how they intended for you to use it, but whatever. And here's the controller. It weighs nothing. It doesn't exist. Like if I let go, I'm not 100% convinced that it's going to go down instead of up. It is the lightest and stupidest and most awful controller ever, except of course for the Ouya, which has the worst controller ever made. But it doesn't have a D-pad, as you can see, just actually not that bad knob, and then the did you see the lights there? Lights. And then the keys to avoid, I guess, copyright infringement are actually named by color. So G is green, Y is yellow, B is blue, R is red. Start select. Oh, and it does have both of the shoulder buttons. Or all 4 of the shoulder buttons, I suppose, both on the left and both on the right. So, anyway, let's play X-Men. Let's play X-Men. Insert disc. It wishes for me to insert the X-Men disc. There we go. Just a regular CD tray. I don't know why I'm sort of showing that in detail. You know what a CD tray looks like. Now, I hear the loading times are notorious on this system, and I'm going to mention I, of course, have a capture card, so there's a little bit of latency, which is going to be really good for the fighting games. What you want for fighting games is latency. Latency really helps on fighting games. That's what I've heard anyway. So I'm going to get my Wolverine character card. Do I need to adjust the sizes? I thought that, like, showing the actual console, like, I'm capturing this 1080p, but I'm just showing it in a corner there. Is that too small? Can you read that? Nobody's watching anyway, so nobody will say. It's a little bit tricky to actually scan them. There's a little area here. Let me see if I can show that more clearly. That area there is the actual scanner, but there's nothing on the card itself to make it obvious where the chip is in the card. It's in this corner. So you need to align this corner with the center in order to actually scan. And if you don't know that and try to go like that or something, you'll get it wrong roughly 10 times out of 10, which probably is why this game console was wildly popular, because it sucks. Semi-logic. It's almost logic, but they made it for the Hyperscan, so it's not really logic. It's approaching logic. Oh my, wow, another loading screen? Definitely not the 90s Alzarath. I don't actually know. You know what? We can look that up on Wikipedia real quick. I'm just gonna look it up on my phone. I'm gonna say the mid-2000s, like 2004, 2005. It has a USB port on this side. Hyperscan. 2006, even later than I thought. 2006. Does it look like a 2006 game console? Does it seem like a pretty good 2006 game console? I think the logical thing to do would be a one-player tournament. Wow, another loading screen, just what I've always wanted. More loading screens, please. Okay, so by the way, I guess I should mention, so here's character card 1, which is Wolverine. And here's character card 7, which is Wolverine. But this is an ultimate character Wolverine, whereas this is just a character Wolverine. So character 1 Wolverine is boring and stupid, whereas character 7 Wolverine is awesome, I guess. But I'm gonna go with character 1, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. See how quickly it loads when you align it exactly correctly? But you must know... Scan a mod card or press the green button to skip. Mod card. Okay, let me look through my cardo decks here for a mod card. By the way, my avatar is going to be going very weird. Hello, Joshua. Oh, there's other characters. There's Lady Deathstrike. Oh, there we go. There's a mod card. Okay, attack mod. Let me grab that while I'm at it. There's Big Chill, and there's Storm, there's Cyclops, there's Iceman, Phoenix, Magneto, Phoenix again, but now Ultimate, Mystique. There's a lot of cards, there's a lot. I'm gonna get some adamantium claws. Basically, oh my, I can scan more mod cards? Ooh, how modified can I make my Wolverine? Can I get a mod card that doesn't even belong to Wolverine? Is that allowed? Here's, Cyborg Assault. It makes sense for Wolverine to Cyborg Assault, right? Yes! Apparently I could do that! Yet another wow! Generous! Okay! Let's see. Looking for more mod cards. Is a finishing move a mod card? I'm gonna say no, because there's too many finishing moves. Ooh, okay. Here's Accelerated Healing. That's a mod card that's clearly intended for Wolverine. Get that in there. Oh, that looks nice. Well done. Well done. Just show those all on top of each other. I hope you wanted more loading screens, because we're gonna get those. Good God, it's at like 1% and it's not moving. Please load. Oh no. I was warned about the loading. It's like a 1x CD-ROM drive in there. Good God. Is this a joke? I hope it doesn't load this long before every fight. Okay, so it's not consistent. It has certain bits where it loads fast. So I thought it was going to be like 10 minutes of loading at that pace. I will once again mention that there is input latency because I'm using a capture card, so if I suck at this, blame the input latency, and I definitely will suck at this. Also, I don't know any of the controls, obviously. Yeah! Go Wolverine! Player 1 wins! Come here, boy. Then stands there for a bit. I'm trying to, like, roll the controller and such, see if I can find any special moves or something. So far, I haven't found any. That doesn't mean there aren't any. It just means I haven't found them, you know. We're not gonna, like, beat every game, obviously. End it. Oh, okay, scan something. Game paused. Okay, I saw finishing moves. Wait. I saw finishing moves. Let's see. There's definitely finishing moves that are meant for Wolverine. I would rather get a finishing move that's not meant for Wolverine and see what happens. Let's get... I want a finishing move that makes no sense. Devastating Optic Blast. Perfect. Speaking of finding obscure systems, oh, look at this. Wait. This X-Men card on the back has, like, an indicator of where you're supposed to scan it, but not on the front. Well, anyway, so this finishing move is presumably for Cyclops, but let's see if Wolverine can do it anyway. That's a big no. Okay, you need the right move. You were hearing the brah, 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 right? Right? Let me make sure of that. You were hearing the brah, 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 brah. But yes, I want to thank Preservation Quest for hunting out and finding this game console for me. I have been working with Preservation Quest to find obscure stuff. There's going to be more obscure consoles and such later. Thanks, Preservation Quest, for that. They did the hunting, I did the financing, basically, so I earn no credit except I get to keep it. Okay, here we go. Adamantium Mayhem, finishing move. This should work. That was it? That was it? That was boring. That was really boring. Really? That's all you had for me? I scan a card and it's just like, bleh. That didn't look... It's called Adamantium Mayhem. It does just say a spinning blade strike attack. Please focus. A spinning blade strike attack. So, like, I guess I don't know what I was expecting. Rescan your character card? That's what I want. I just want to keep a bunch of cards sitting out so that I can rescan them. That's exciting. I think you were too late to scan it, suggests Becklad. Well, this time I've got it out and ready, so if I win the next battle, we'll do this right, maybe. Oh my god, really? Can't I just, like, have the mod cards I had before? Okay, Adamantium Claws, the healing one. I'm gonna do the 2 that are meant for Wolverine, and then 1 bonus. Really? Oops, I'm trying to scan the ultimate character rather than the enhancement. Where'd that one go? Hack mod. Okay, but actually, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Accelerated healing. Okay. Accelerated healing. Now let's get a bonus mod. Let's get something that doesn't make any sense. That's a finishing move. There we go. Metallic Mayhem for, presumably this is Magneto. Metallic Mayhem attack mod. Throw that on there, why not? So the idea, you can tell from... Is this Mattel? Is this Mattel? Is this Mattel? Yes, it's Mattel. The idea, obviously, from Mattel is like, well... You're gonna want to sell them the game and then still be able to sell them stuff. And this was before the era of DLC, so, like, if they want to be able to sell you stuff, like collectible trading cards, that is classic, like, waste more kid money crap. So they get the collectible trading cards and the game system, and the games. They did it all, and it sucks. Gonna get the finishing move out so that I'll have it at hand. Back then it wasn't called DLC. Well, you know, there were, like, game expansions, but this is, like, this is the sort of micro expansion that you know, nowadays would be a DLC. Like, add-ons were usually big before, you know, because they're not gonna sell on disc, like, something tiny, obviously. You suck! And/or I'm quite modded up. I don't think I really need to try. I seem to be winning by not trying. Yeah, no trying required. It's like the Game Boy Advance Chi reader, says Lord Apk in chat. Okay. I will take your word for it. Does it read your Chi on the Game Boy Advance? Oh dear, I'm not doing any damage here. You're doing a good job of blocking. I'm not. I'm sure there must be moves. This just feels like there should be moves, but all I can figure out is, like, press button to do things. Like, I'm trying, you know, half circle punch, half circle kick. Nothing is doing anything. She does moves, so that proves that there are moves, but... Oh, end it again. Okay, wait. Nope, that's it. That's Adamantium Mayhem. It's just real boring. Wolverine gets the worst finishing move. Lame. Maybe someday you'll get scanners, says Joshua. Is that a, I remember, barcode, like, at the advertisement for barcode, something something mumble mumble, like a barcode scanning game where I think the conceit was that you could scan any barcode and it would like figure something out. Obviously nothing to do with whatever product the barcode was from. Wolverine. Why does it ask you to rescan the character? Do you have to prove that you still have the card? Is it so you can't pass around cards mid-game? Let's, once again, I'm going to go with adamantium claws and accelerated healing. But once again, I'm going to try and find something stupid to throw on there as the third thing, since the mods don't seem to really do very much, to be honest. I think Wolverine deserves Vapor Eyes. Focus. Focus, please. Focus. Vapor Eyes. Add a blast of power to your attacks. There you go. Vapor Eyes for good old Wolverine. Definitely the intended character. Let me get the finishing move out so that I'll have it at hand. In fact, I'm going to set the finishing move right there, so I'll just have it right there. It would be funny if, like, you had to scan to do everything. Like, you have attacks and you just have to, attack, attack. Wait, maybe that's how you do special moves. Wait. Danger Room, attack mod, character, finishing move, attack mod, defense mod, durability room, speed room. I don't know what the rooms are. Danger Room, attack mod. Doesn't seem that way. This is a game, bitch, and not some nonsense for hardware nerds, because it sucks in terms of hardware. It's mostly a loading screen, though. There's more loading screen than games, certainly. I'm really trying to figure out how to do any moves. There must be moves. Is it... Oh, okay, you have moves. You can go invisible. Is it these? Is it these? Are these moves? I did something. I don't know. What a floaty jump, says Bit. I mean, yeah, standard garbage fighting game. I mean, I'm not suffering from not figuring out any... Wait, I'm building up, like, power. Did I used a power in some... See, look on the left. I'm building up power. So what is that? He missed! He missed! He missed and my enemy just fell over! Now that was a finishing move! Finish by... Oh, I missed. Sorry, I missed. Sorry. Rescan character card. Now, while flipping through, I saw a really, like, overpowered mod. There's so many, like, super overpowered mods. I'm gonna try this one, though. Half is nice. Attack mod. Only 50% of the opponent's attacks are effective. That's not an attack mod. That's a defense mod. Ooh, it has a special icon. Let me put that back away and scan some more cards. I hope you wanted the excitement of scanning cards, because that's it. That's the whole system. That's all. That's everything. Accelerated healing, please. And adamantium claws, please. And I will get adamantium mayhem out and ready. It's still a mod, says Lord Apk. I mean, yes. Takes me back to when scanning customers' nectar cards when I worked at Sainsbury's, says Dan. It's almost as exciting as that. The thing is, I don't know what they expected the scanning to be in terms of, like, excitement or something, because you can't be, quickly scanning things mid-battle, and so you just have to, like, scan things when it tells you to, which is just very strange. It's just like, okay, now scan, which I guess, you know, it fits their point. Their point was like, get kids to buy collectible trading cards, and if you want to play Wolverine, you have to buy the Wolverine card. You want to play Storm, better buy the Storm card. It's all just, you know, it's their standard collectible trading cards racket. It's Blue Guy, who has a name, I'm sure, I predict. So it showed the half is nice indicator. I don't know if this game is easy or it's just that I have so many mods that it's like hard to lose. I can't kick. Cool. I am not doing as good of a job in this battle. If I didn't have the half damage thing, then I would be really suffering here. Luckily, I do have cheats. By cheats, I mean trading cards. Wow. This is, I mean, obviously you get to harder battles as the tournament goes on, but like, I sure am sucking here. Berserker twist.
Next time, be so gentle.
This looks like a bootleg, says Dan in chat. No, it's an excellent game. I like Lord Abs. It's an EA game. I mean, they've taken microtransactions to such a level it's almost approaching Paradox. Really, it's gone beyond EA. Yes, arm reveal. Look at my skin allergies. Wow, what the heck? That is, like, distinctly red in that area. Skin allergies. Scan Wolverine again. Prove that you still have the card. You know what? Let's stop playing fair. I'm gonna put away the mod cards that actually make any sense. Maybe I'll keep accelerated healing, but I'm gonna put away adamantium claws. And I'm gonna get 2 of the super cheaty ones instead. So this feels insane. Melee shield. Armed with this card, the player is immune to melee damage. What? What? So we'll just be immune to melee damage? Why not? Doesn't feel like cheating at all. And also, half the time that we get any damage, we don't. I don't know how I mean, projectile damage is the answer. And also accelerated healing, why not? There we go. I love, by the way, the third, like, you scan 3 things and the third one shows up in a stupid place. It's like below the line. You can thank Preservation Quest again for that, Van Whitman. They got everything. They got the game console, they got the games, they got all the cards. I asked them, you know, hey, if I give you money, can you get me all of this shit? And they said, yeah, sure. I wish I could download more RAM for this console bit, because this is the loading time. It's loading screen, the game console. So, because of all the crap going on, I'm looking in all sorts of places, and when it can't track my eyes, it goes weird, so just deal with it. You're not uploading this for archival purposes, asked Van Webber? Well, as always, I'm playing the game, but then I'm also recording it, and I will put the recordings somewhere. Sorry, you can't do melee damage. I'm just gonna stand here. How's this? Oh, sorry, you can't do melee damage. I'm not cheating at all. It's not cheating. It's called having money and buying the cheat at this game card. I mean, why does, like, this isn't even cheating. It's a legitimate card that you can get. Like, it's just a card that's there. Like, it's the just don't get hurt card. Like, the only get hurt half the time card is already pretty lame, but the just don't get hurt at all card? Like, I mean, I guess, you know, you want to feel like you really got a prize. Oops, I forgot to, put get the finishing move, which works so well. Wait, where the heck did I put the finishing move? I've lost my finishing move. Oh, there it is.
Berserker twist.
Berserker twist. Yeah, it's the pay-to-win card, Alzarath, exactly. What a lame game console. They copied Shadow Key with the quick loading times, I see. I just think this is a 1x CD drive. I think that's all there is to it. Let me get out my Wolverine card. I've decided that just being immune to all melee damage is too lame, so I'm gonna get something slightly less lame. We're gonna do Resurrect, which is a defense mod, and basically, when you go below 15%, you recover to 50%. I mean, it's not cheating. It can't be cheating because these are legitimate cards that you can get for the game. It's not like I'm, you know, changing the code. These are part of the game system. But it certainly is easy mode. I'll agree to that, Lord Apk. I don't know how long the tournament is. I don't know whether I should plan to actually finish the tournament. I don't want to spend forever on one game. We have 5 games to attempt to get through. I'm not going to beat any of the games, just to be clear. Although, I mean, I guess if it's short enough, maybe I will. I don't know. During these loading screens, y'all should be considering which game I should play next. Benton, Ill, or Marvelleros. Those are our options. Spiderman, Ill, Benton, or Marvelleros.
I throw the cards go boom.
Well, that was easy. I didn't even have the cheatiest cheat. Marvelleros is just Marvel heroes. It's just like a bunch of Marvel characters doing Marvel stuff, I guess. Benton was a cartoon show, and probably called Ben 10. I don't know, but we're gonna get to all of them. And you should know Spider-Man. Everybody knows Spider-Man.
Yes, pick a card.
Pick a card.
End it.
My card is killing you.
Berserker twist.
Berserker twist.
Should've
Jumping looks like there's a low gravity cheat enabled, says Dan. This seems like a little bit low grab for a fighting game, but like pretty well within the usual of fighting games, to be honest. Fighting games tend to be, like, there are a lot of very floaty fighting games. What does that animation mean, though? Did I level up or something? By the way, experience 55/60. You don't know how to write a slash correctly, you idiot game programmers? 29% of the games planned for this console were canceled, says Alzareth. Yeah, there are 5 released games, and then 2 were canceled. Van Whitman, the only way I do Obscuros Ludos ever is by first doing it in streaming. Like, this is the exploration phase. Let's do half as nice, and half as nice. What did I just do? What did I just do? What did I just do? What happened? Does this mean that I take 12.5% of the attacks? Or does it mean I take 50% of the attacks and I wasted 2 mods? I don't know. I don't have any clue. It means the loading screen takes forever. Wait, everything means that. The loading screen always takes forever. Wait, let's get adamantium claws ready to go. By the way, this light box, I got a new light box that's like a professionally manufactured light box. It is by the definitely real company, Slow Dolphin. Slow Dolphin. Now I'm gonna have to really get up in iFace's grill here because I want to know if I take it 12.5% of hits. Well, I took that hit. And that hit. I seem to take 100% of hits. I think I broke the mod system. Oh, that one I managed to deflect. Ow. Ow. Well, that one I managed to dodge. I don't know. It feels closer to 50% than 12.5%, so I think it didn't stack. It is May 4th, Lord Apk. I acknowledge that as a fact. So maybe the way you do projectile moves? No. I guess maybe certain characters just have projectile moves and certain don't, because I don't seem to be able to do projectile moves at all.
Berserker twist.
Berserker twist.
Next time, I won't be so gentle.
This time I murdered you. Next time I won't be so gentle. Oh, that's a level. Okay, I got it. I got a level. Where do the levels save? They can't save on the actual... Like, it asked me to rescan the card. There's no way it saves on the card. I don't think this has, like, flash memory on it. It doesn't have any electronics. Like, it makes sense for it to be, you know, an NFC kind of thing. That's perfectly plausible. But, like, you can't save data on a fob. And there's yeah, so I don't know about, like, saving on the console. It's CD-based, so it definitely doesn't save on the actual game. But I don't know, maybe there's Flash on the console, given that there were only 5 games. Okay, let's go with my classic trio here. The half as nice, half as much damage, resurrect, and accelerated healing. I might do the entire tournament. The only problem, like, if the loading didn't take a day and a half every time, then the entire tournament would not take, like, the entire tournament would take 10 minutes. Instead, it's like watching American football. There's 10 seconds of action, and then 20 minutes of nothing. So, everybody like loading screens? Ouch, Lord Apk. Ouch.
Can't we settle this a different way?
She's a peacenik? She has a gun. What? She has like a pistol? An X-Man character can't have a freaking pistol? What? That's just bizarre.
Have you met my friend?
I have. You have pistols. It doesn't seem very X-Men, to be honest. Bye. Favorite games are the loading screen sims with a tiny mini-game built in to pass the time, says Dan in chat. Well, then you found your perfect game console. Let me just stand in front of you and see whether you care about that. Ow. She just shot me midair.
Berserker twist.
Berserker twist.
Should've
Yeah,
kept
this
your
one,
guard up.
let me just show you here. See, there's like 2 different designs, but the actual chip is always in the same place. So like this, they obviously added because nobody could figure out how to scan their card, that you need to like put it right there. If you put it here, it won't work. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Of the 5 cards I'm using right now, 4 out of 5 have the indicator. Let's see what other moves I've got at hand. Or not moves, mods, rather. Another super lame one. Melee Vengeance. Focus, focus. Whenever a player is damaged by a projectile attack, the opponent also receives half this damage. I don't know how that's Melee Vengeance, because it says a projectile. Maybe it's just mislabeled. Maybe it is actually, Melee Vengeance, or maybe it's definitely mislabeled one way or another. There's something very nearly fun about flipping through a stack of cards and like trying to decide which one to use. Oh, this is a big guy. Does that mean I'm near the end? I'm fighting Mr. Big. I'm afraid that like if I just stop the tournament midway, I was chomping on a card, Van Whitman. I'm just eating one of the cards. I'm afraid that if I just stop the tournament midway, then I won't be able to resume it. But I'm not going to resume it either way. So this is going to be the last battle. I'm done with this game. We need to move on to another game. I probably like thinking I should have thought it through. I shouldn't have played a tournament because I'm always playing the same character myself. But you know, whatever.
I'm gonna rip your heart out.
You're very good at defending yourself. Got it. Jihad! If I can just, like, attack him when he's not defending, then there's not a lot he can do about it. There we go. That head. That head on the right is super whatever it is. God. How do I do the low attack? His low attack is doing real well against me, but I can't figure out how to do a low attack because I don't know how to play the game. Oh, end it, right. Let me just twist over here and not touch you, okay?
Should have kept your
Is this game 2-player, asked Lord Apk. There are 2 controller ports. And yeah, I just remembered it has a 2-player option at the menu. So yes is the answer to that question. But obviously, although I have 2 hands, I don't have 4 hands. So we're not gonna see the 2-player version. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to wait through another load screen of this game. I want to wait through a load screen of a different game. So I'm just gonna see who my next opponent would be. And then we'll load another game. I just want to know who the next opponent would be. Half is nice, half is nice, and half is nice. It's Floaty Face. Okay, let's ooh, look at that. It's still spinning. No brakes on this motor. The finest CD that 2006 could afford! No brakes! Okay. I think, since nobody, yeah, still far from ending. I agree, Van Whitman. Hence, ending. Just stopping.